become real interested in ultra lightweight titanium cookware. I've actually been interested in ultra lightweight gear for a long time. This is a Selkirk jacket. It's got quantum Pertex and like 4.5 ounces of 950 filled down in it. I've had it forever and it still looks like new. So, you know, one of the awesome things about ultra lightweight gear is that some of it is really high quality. My favorite piece of gear right here isn't actually the smallest. I think that I really like this one, the 1 ounce Toaks frying pan. I think that this probably will be my go-to. This is probably what I'm going to learn how to use because it's so small. But my favorite actually is the Snow Peak Trek Bowl. Snow Peak is the only titanium gear company that I purchased that turned blue when I lit it on fire. Titanium is supposed to turn blue when you get it hot. And none of the brands of titanium that I purchased, Evernew, Toaks, Life Venture, none of those turned blue the way that the Snow Peak did. I kind of am under the impression that Snow Peak is the best quality, purest titanium that you can get for camping. And the Trek Bowl and Plate seem like the best deal. It's a little bit bigger than what I want to bring, you know, so I'm really interested in this 1 ounce Toaks. This is kind of more my style. This is like a little hobo stove that I really like. Gonna use it like hobo style. I got the little Toaks 0.5 ounce fork here. I really like it. Got a, I saw this on antigravitygear.com. This is a credit card knife. I really like this. And I got this nylon pot scraper, which I like a lot too. It's pretty cool. And but to be honest with you, my favorite is this Snow Peak Trek Bowl. It's a really, really good value. I really think it's just amazing. It isn't a leave no trace type of thing. You know, what I found is that it's possible to cook in a Dutch oven style, where you put your wood on top of your oven, and you would cook like with this little burnt piece of wood right here. You just burn wood on top of the frying pan with the food underneath, and that leaves less of a trace on the ground because you're burning your sticks on top of the titanium. Whereas with this Trek Bowl, obviously you would cook with your sticks, you know, any size sticks that you want, you would cook it next to the bowl. So you do put a charred black mark on the ground, on the forest floor, when you cook with your fire next to the bowl. And that's one drawback of it, but overall, I really like this Trek Bowl. It is about the same size as a mug pot. So here's the coffee cup mug pot from Evernew. This is really light, it's really popular, and I really like it a lot. But it's kind of a weird, funny shape. It's shaped like a baseball, whereas the bowl is wider, and you can kind of fit a stuff sack into it. It just kind of fits in with your stuff a little easier than the mug pot. The 1 ounce Toaks pan, obviously this is flatter. This is really gonna fit into my pack with my other gear a lot easier than the Trek Bowl. So, you know, this is the ultimate. The Toaks 1 ounce frying pan, I think that this is really good. But I really do like the Snow Peak Trek Bowl. This is awesome. Just wanna show you one thing that it does is, okay, these are premium stretch lids from Amazon. And, you know, you can cold soak with these, but, you know, with this 1 ounce Toaks frying pan, it is really difficult, especially when you have water in here, to cold soak with it because it's difficult to get it on there. Let me show you how difficult this is. Basically, you know, you carefully put it on your knee and kind of like stretch this on there. And, okay, and pull it down, and basically the handle, the spot where the handle fits into the frying pan, it kind of gets in the way. But basically, once you can hear that drum sound, that means that it's on there pretty tight and you're good to go. So you can cold soak with this. But with the Evernew mug pot, it's a little bit tougher. If you were to put this cold soaking stretch lid on the mug pot, it fits on there real easy, okay? All right, that fits on there pretty good. But the handles obviously leave an opportunity for leakage. So like your water's gonna come out. You're gonna get some leaking here by the handle. And yeah, you could cut the handle off, but I really think that that's going too far. I just don't think that this is a really good option for cold soaking. it doesn't really do that, you know. But check this out. With the Trek bowl, this is obviously the easiest way to cold soak. This thing fits the stretch lid really easy. You just throw it on there. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it's just the larger size of it, it's just really easy to hold. It's really easy to work with. Just everything about it is easy. And you can hear that drum sound. So you know it's good. You know it's airtight. You sacrifice weight with comfort. So by using the 1 ounce Toaks pan, you're sacrificing weight and you're sacrificing comfort. It's a little bit harder to use. But this 2 ounce bowl, which is just twice the weight of the pan, it is easier to cold soak with it. It's easier to cook with it. Everything about it is easier. Your fire does burn on the forest floor, which leaves a mark. It doesn't really leave no trace, but it does work good. I like it a lot. So basically, I'm just going to throw a ton of spaghetti in here and light a fire next to the bowl and boil the water and make some spaghetti. And I'm just going to show you, let's see, I got this, this is a smelly proof bag that I saw in Gossamer Gear, and I've already got it full of cotton balls that are already smothered with Vaseline. And these work pretty good. They light up really, really fast and they burn for about 5 minutes. And I went around and I found a ton of bark. So check this out. This is bark. And this stuff is awesome for lighting fires. It's so flammable. I found a lot of it just on the side of the road. It's pretty easy to find. And I just filled up a bag with it. And I'm going to use that as my fire starter with the little cotton balls. It should be pretty easy to get a fire going. Just like that. And then the bark lights up too, like real easy. So yeah, my phone rang and it cut off the video, but there we go. So check that out. It's already lit. I mean, it's just awesome and it smells good. So, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I was able to get the fire going on one side, and they're even getting a little bit of a boil there, as you can see. Really didn't get a rolling boil, but the spaghetti seems cooked enough, you know. So basically, all I just wanted to point out is that carrying this 2-ounce Snow Peak Trek bowl is a good idea, I think. You know, it's approximately the same size as a coffee cup mug pot, and it's just easier to use. The mug pot's kind of teetery. It's a little thin and it kind of tips over, whereas the bowl's just got a wider bottom, and it's just easier to cook with a bowl. You know, you can make it's a normal size for a coffee cup. You know, if you go to a coffee shop, they have coffee cups this big, you know. it's just a cool size. It's like kind of like the perfect shape. Very, very light. It almost feels lighter than the Toaks 1 ounce frying pan. It's just so thin, and the titanium is such high quality. It's really, really good. It fits the cold soak really easy. Everything about it is good. You know, it's just that the size is a little bit big. I'm interested in carrying something even smaller than this, because I'm not going to use it all the time, and when I'm not using it, it's taking up space in my pack. So yeah, that's kind of it. So there's the Santa Fe Mission on that Santa Fe hill, and behind it is the bay. That's the San Francisco Bay. You can see the smoke is going out.